AI essentially is a productivity tool, right? And so it should boost productivity. That should boost profits, and hopefully help companies be more efficient in selling and increase their revenues. And yeah, it should boost GDP. But will it be the ultimate game changer in the timeline that the market is pricing it in right now? I'm skeptical. I'm certainly skeptical that a company like Nvidia is worth anywhere near what it's currently trading at in terms of like its price to sales ratio. It's priced to whatever is better than a perfect fantasy. It's priced above that. But here's something that I don't hear talked enough about with AI, is technology has always replaced human labor once we hit the industrial age, right? And it should, where it can do it more efficiently. But there's an issue you have to keep in mind, and this is something that the economist goes back to his day and before, but he coined the term technological displacement, and he said technology should replace human labor when it can do a better job at it, but you have to manage the pace of the displacement. If you displace your labor faster than you can repurpose it to productive use, you end up creating a social problem whose cost is oftentimes greater than the benefits you get from the introduction of the new technology. I want to tie two other topics into this. One is immigration, where you have a bunch of people coming into your country that you have to figure out, how do we put these people to productive use, right? Right at the time where you have a technology that's trying to make you less dependent on humans. And then secondly, here in the States, we have it's something like 100 million US adults age 18 plus who are considered as outside of the workforce. So when they calculate the unemployment rate, these people don't factor into that equation. They're just off on the side where the government has said, we've given up hope of these people ever getting a job, right? And some of them are too old to work, and some are in college, and some are, domestic spouses, right, who are running families from home, right? But there's still tens of millions of working-age, able-bodied people, and it's a growing cohort now in society where we have more and more people just kind of dropping out of working. They're just saying, "Hey, it sucks. It's not working for me," right? Where we already have a labor utilization problem in this country. We have millions of people who could be working and should be working, but aren't. And so before we add on to those people with an influx of illegal immigrants that we don't know what we want to do with yet, and I'm not making a social call on this, I'm just making a pure economic one. And then you add to that new technologies, AI at the forefront of that wave, that are fast enabling companies to employ less and less humans. I think that's a real dangerous cocktail for this technological displacement problem that Keynes warned about.